Hello, everybody. It's me, Zachary King here. Do you like little Einsteins? And do you like trains? Well, tell you what. I'm going to be showing you all the different little Einstein's trains that could have some sort of real life counterparts. So today, we're going to be doing steam engines. Now you're probably wondering, why do I have to make little Einsteins that have steam trains? Well, to tell you all the truth, I am a fan of diesel engines, but the one thing I love is steam engines. And I know some whistles scared me, but I can get used to them. So with that out of the way, let's begin. Let's begin with the toy train. In the beginning, the toy train has a 440 wheel 440 has a 444 wheel arrangement. In the episode, it changed to a 244 locomotive. This toy train bears sort of resemblance to Illinois Central 201. 201 was built in the 1800s by the Rogers Locomotive Works. The engine used to work on the Illinois Central Railroad before it was retired in 1926. And then in 1975, it was sold to a private owner, and in 2002, it was put on display at the Illinois Railway Museum in Union, Illinois, where it remains to this day. Whether or not 201 will run again is uncertain. Alright, with 201 out of the way, hey, let's compare. Let's compare not one, or two, or three, or four, but four engines. The flute train, the pet train, the ice cream train, and little red train. The four of them bear sort of resemblance to Nova, Scottish, Steel, and Coal Company's number 8, later classified as Old Smoky, is Old Sydney in the Colliery Company number 25. Number 8 is or steam locomotive number 25 is a 240 class steam locomotive that was built by the Baldwin Locomotive Works in the 1900s. It used to shuttle coal and switch coal and freight trains in the yard before it was retired. In 1962, it was put on display to the Canadian Railway Museum, where it currently sits to this day, awaiting its turn of restoration. It's very unlikely if 25 will ever run again, but one thing is for sure, or everything is possible in the era of preservation. Now, on to the next train. If you remember from the Little Einsteins episode, The Christmas Wish, if you would look, you could see two toy trains next to Annie. An 040T tank engine and a 260 Mogul. Let's start with the 260 Mogul. The 260 Mogul bears sort of resemblance to Canadian National number 89. 89 is a 260 Mogul class steam locomotive built by the Canadian Locomotive Works in 1910 for the Grand Trunk Western. It was used for freight train services as well as passenger trains. Before it put to work on the Canadian National Railway, and then after that, in 1972, it was sold to the Strasbourg Railroad, where the 89 currently works to this day. And as for the 040T tank engine, it sort of resembles to SW number 16. This engine was built by the German Locomotive Company in the 1900s. This engine used to work before it was retired. After many years of service, it was sold to the Midwest Central Railway Museum. And that's where number 16 has been ever since. And finally, last but not least, the rocket train. The rocket train has a 440 wheel arrangement. It bears sort of resemblance to Central of Georgia's 349. 349 is a 440 American-type steam locomotive built by the Baldwin Locomotive Works in 1891 as number 557. This engine used to work for the Central of Georgia Railway when it was retired. After many years of service, it was formally retired. It was formally retired in 1954, where it was sold to the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum in Chattanooga, Tennessee. The 349 was put on display. The 349 currently sits to this day, but it's very unclear if this engine will ever run again. But we'll hope sometime that the 349 locomotive will eventually run again. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Those were all the trains that I could find in the little Einsteins to have some sort of real-life counterpart. If I missed any, and you didn't think what I was doing, please tell me what your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching.